Out to center, right center. Blackman's got a long way to go. He's still going,
off the wall.
And it is
Go,
off the
go.
wall. It takes a funny hop. Kemp is rounding second.
Go.
He's heading to third.
Gotta go.
And Matt Kemp into third base with a triple and the first.
Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park. Chris Miller. Hit hard to short. Backhanded. In the dirt. And oh, he can't quite dig it out. Game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Line toward the gap in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And not the start they were hoping for as the leadoff.
Drill toward right center field. On the run is Gose. He is diving, and he's making.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida here, and even this game up.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rout. Yeah, I mean, he is just running right through these guys. They've been getting themselves out left and right. He's hardly even broken a sweat out there.
And he gets there as he had a lot of. Chris Miller. Here comes the payoff pitch. This is skied out to deep center field. Back goes Ozuna at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to deep center here as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Oh, and he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
So far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground. Chris Miller will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Hill would be next. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, and I think
our final line scored tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 10.
From the newest ballpark on the Major League landscape between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Now to the liner towards second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Here it comes on 1-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
Left 7 men on base.
So that'll put a wrap on things here. This first opened back in 2012. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Chris Miller.
That second inning, so it'd help him immensely if he could get the leadoff man here.
This is flared right back over the mound. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Chris Miller will
really go after the strikeout here.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Grant on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll go ahead and tack another to their lead as it's now a 6-4 ball in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt.
I'm Matt Vasgersian.
Our
You've been
final
watching
line score
MLB
tonight,
The Show.
first for the
And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 8-7. Good night from Miami.
For the Marlins, 7.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Ready now with the payoff pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Miller moves to his right and puts this one away. Chris. Hot shot towards the hole, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Oh my! Kevin Kiermaier reaching over the wall in Mike Trout fashion. Able to go up and get.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning. Hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Chester ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year.
And goodness, this is just the second pitch that's coming on, and I guarantee you he was not looking to put it there. This is right in the wheelhouse, and he just didn't miss that one.
A good look there at the southern skies between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Miller is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to. Chris Miller will.
You've got to wonder how long they'll wait till they pull the plug.
Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. Throw on
He's
to
out.
second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. In the fifth.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. He'll come home with it. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now. 3-0. And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard last time up. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Chris Miller. And he'll take first here on the intentional walk. So make it runners at the corners now with trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. To bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's a looping fly ball out to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. Phillies on top, 5-4.
He had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
7 hits.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to the Show Nation. Now from 7:55, Hank Aaron Drive between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff.
And they were simply not going to give him anything. Here it comes on 1-1. Drilled down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Chris Miller. Taken high and deep to right. Sharp looks up. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him.
This guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. And this is his 2nd home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Chris Miller will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Chester going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Chris Miller. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Difference between a 2-for-6 and a 1-for-6 is a big deal. So let's see what he can do here.
Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score all the way from first.
The ball was at least a row deep, and Upton committed absolute highway robbery.
Beltran, a deep drive to left. He has done it, Michael, for Adrian Beltran.
In 5 innings.
Oh, wow.
The cycle in 5 innings.
And tell me he wasn't trying for that one. That's unbelievable.
Now the pitch. That ball's hit down the right field line, slicing, and it's a fair ball. Scoring is for...
With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Chris Miller. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Long throw to third. And he is in there. Through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexity.
And he will get there to make the running play, and our top player of the game.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. Winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout.
MLB The Show has baseball for you between the Colorado Rockies and the Philadelphia Phillies. Over the 200 mark here in April. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Miller has a beat on it. 2 down. Chris Miller. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the Chris Miller. And he will take ball 4.
Base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
No errors.
So that just about does it. Time for baseball on the show from the bank between the Colorado Rockies and the Philadelphia Phillies. Chris Miller ready now with the payoff pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And he is in there. And the catcher has the plate blocked, and he... Chris Miller will... Well, they missed with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and just put him aboard here. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Ryan sprinting after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. 1 run scores, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
He catches it right out by the 396 sign. He jumped up on top of the wall, balanced himself, and unbelievable.
This might be one of the best catches you will ever see.
Righty against righty. Soria to Dozier. And the pitch, breaking ball, a swing and a fly ball. Left field and deep. Cespedes back. A walk-off again.